My dad yelled, "I'm a leech who's never given anything to our family. At 27, I pay rent, help out, but feel like a failure." His words haunt me. I'm avoiding him, working extra shifts and planning to move out, hoping to prove I'm not worthless. I've been sitting on this for weeks, maybe months, trying to figure out how to put it into words without sounding like I'm just whining or looking for pity. I'm not. I just need to get this out because it's been eating me alive, and I don't have anyone I can really talk to about it. This is long, so bear with me. I'm not a writer, so if it's messy, that's just how my head's been lately. I'm 27, male, living in a smallish city in the Midwest. I still live at home with my parents, which I know already makes me sound like a loser to some people, but it's not like I'm freeloading. I pay rent, $400 a month, which is about what I can afford on my part-time warehouse job, and the occasional freelance graphic design gigs I pick up. It's not much, but it's something, you know? I'm not sitting around playing video games all day, even though my dad seems to think that's all I do. The thing is, my dad and I have never really gotten along. He's a hard guy to pin down, gruff, old school, worked construction his whole life, always prided himself on providing for the family. My mom's the opposite, soft-spoken, always trying to keep the peace. My older sister moved out years ago, got married, has a kid now, so it's just me, mom, and dad in the house, and lately it feels like I'm walking on eggshells every damn day. It all came to a head about a month ago. I'd had a rough week. Work was brutal. One of my freelance clients stiffed me on a $200 invoice, and I was already stressed about my car acting up. I was in the kitchen, making a sandwich, when Dad came home from work. He was in one of his moods. You can tell because he slams the door a little too hard, and his boots hit the floor like he's trying to punish it. I didn't say anything, just kept spreading mayo on my bread, hoping he'd just grab a beer and head to the living room like usual. But no. He stands there, staring at me, and I can feel it, like a storm brewing. Finally, he goes, "You gonna clean that counter when you're done, or you just gonna leave it like a pigsty again?" I looked up, confused, because the counter was literally fine, just a couple of crumbs. I said, "Yeah, I'll clean it," trying to keep it neutral. But he wasn't done. He starts going off about how I never do anything around here, how I'm always taking, how I'm 27 years old and still living off them like a leech. I'm standing there, knife in hand, feeling my face get hot. But I don't say anything yet because I know it'll just make it worse. Then he hits me with it. "All you do is take. You've never given this family anything." That one hurt. Like really hurt. I don't know why it landed so hard, but it felt like a punch to the gut. I've been trying so hard to pull my weight, to not be a burden. I pay my rent on time every month. I mow the lawn, take out the trash, fix the leaky faucet when Dad's too tired to deal with it. I'm not perfect, but I'm not some deadbeat. And yeah, I'm still figuring my life out. But who isn't at 27? I wanted to scream all of this at him, but instead, I just stood there, staring at my half-made sandwich, feeling like I was shrinking. I mumbled something like, "That's not fair," and he just scoffed and walked away. Mom was in the other room, pretending she didn't hear anything, which is her go-to move. I didn't finish the sandwich. I just cleaned the counter, spotless, like he wanted, and went to my room. I sat on my bed for a long time, just staring at the wall, replaying his words over and over. "You've never given this family anything." It's like he erased every little thing I've ever done, like it doesn't count because I'm not out there building houses or paying a mortgage like he did at my age. I know I'm not where I want to be. I went to community college for a couple of years, got an associate's degree in graphic design, but the job market for that around here is brutal. I've applied to dozens of places, entry-level design jobs, marketing firms, even random office gigs. But it's always, we're looking for someone with more experience, or we went with another candidate. So I'm stuck at the warehouse, unloading trucks for $15 an hour and picking up whatever freelance work I can. It's not glamorous, but it's not nothing. I'm trying. The worst part is, I don't even know what giving means to him. Like, what does he want from me? To be rich? To move out and never talk to them again? To be more like my sister, who's got her life together with a husband and a kid and a house in the suburbs? I don't know. He's never said what enough looks like. When I was a kid, he'd always talk about how he worked his ass off so we could have a better life. But now it feels like he resents me for not already having that better life he worked for. I tried talking to my mom about it the next day. She was folding laundry, and I just kind of blurted out how much what he said hurt me. She sighed, like she always does when it's about Dad, and said, "He's just stressed, honey. Work's been hard on him, and he's worried about you." That's her excuse for everything. He's stressed, he's tired, he doesn't mean it. But he did mean it. I could see it in his eyes. He thinks I'm a failure. I've been thinking a lot about why his words hit so hard. Part of it's because I've always felt like I'm not enough for him. Growing up, he was always comparing me to other kids. His buddy's son who got a football scholarship, my cousin who became an engineer. I was never into sports or cars or any of the stuff he cared about. I liked drawing, messing around on Photoshop, listening to music he thought was weird. He'd always say stuff like, "Why can't you be more like insert name?" It's like I was always falling short, no matter what I did. But I've tried to give back. When I was 19, I spent a whole summer painting the house because Dad's back was acting up. I didn't complain once, even when it was 90 degrees and I was covered in paint. Last year, when Mom had surgery, I drove her to every appointment, sat in the waiting room for hours, made sure she had her meds on time. I don't talk about it because it's just what you do, you know? But to hear him say, "I've never given anything," it's like none of that ever happened. Since that night, things have been weird. I avoid him as much as I can. I stay in my room or leave the house when I know he's home. I've been picking up extra shifts at the warehouse, not because I love it, but because I want to save up and move out. I've been looking at apartments, but the cheapest ones around here are like $800 a month, and I'd need a roommate to make it work. I don't have a lot of friends. Most of the people I knew from high school moved away or drifted off. So that's another hurdle. But I'm trying. I don't want to be the guy who's still living with his parents at 30. I keep thinking about what I could have said back to him that night. I wish I'd told him how hard I'm trying, how much it sucks to feel like I'm disappointing him every day. I wish I'd asked him what he wants from me, because maybe then I'd at least have a target to aim for. But I didn't. I just stood there, like I always do, and let him walk away, thinking he's right. I don't know if anyone's going to read this whole thing. If you did, thanks. I just needed to get it out. I don't know how to fix this or if it's even fixable. Part of me wants to sit him down and talk, but the other part knows he'd probably just brush me off or turn it into another lecture. I don't want to hate my dad, but right now, it's hard not to feel like he hates me. Wow, I didn't expect so many people to read this. Thanks for the comments and messages. A few of you asked for an update, so I'll try to keep this short. I started looking into therapy. There's a community center near me that offers sliding scale sessions, so I'm going to check it out. I also found a potential roommate through a coworker, so I'm hoping that pans out. I haven't talked to my dad yet, but I'm working up to it. I just need to figure out how to say what I need to say without it turning into a fight. Thanks again for the support. It means a lot.